guys, welcome back to Matlock's Toy Room Reviews, and today I have another Marvel Legends 2-pack, one of the new ones of course, released in 2010 by Hasbro. These are only available at Toys R Us, and this is the variant of the Deadpool and Warpath set, which is really cool. A lot of people said that this one's actually easier to find than the regular set, but in my area it just happened to be kind of the opposite. The regular set I've actually seen quite a few of, and this is the only one of the variant that I've seen. But anyways, I got one, so that's all I need. Very happy about that. Really wanting these two guys. They look really awesome. This is actually what I mostly know Warpath as in this costume, which I really like. Here's a picture of their regular costumes, of course. Very cool. A little bio there if you guys can read that. Not too sure if that's going to be too blurry or small. There's a little bit stats or information on each of the characters. Very cool. And like I said, made by Hasbro in 2010. So let's take a quick break and we'll get them out of the package. Alright, we're back with the variant of Warpath and Deadpool. First off, I really like the costumes. I'm very happy to get these guys. I don't think I ever remember seeing Deadpool in the X-Men uniform, but it's a really nice figure and I really like it. But this is how I most recognize Warpath. I really like the silver and black, and I've seen him in that, but this is the most iconic for me. Definitely a cool figure. Just want to start off, one really kind of disappointing thing. We'll start off with Deadpool. Not a big deal, but the variant gun does not have his Deadpool logo on it. The regular one came with like the little Deadpool face, like dripping blood or whatever. So kind of disappointing that this one does not. Kind of weird. I mean, I know he's in a different uniform, but you figure he'd still have that same gun at least. But yep, more wonky joints. You guys wouldn't believe how many joints I have to like boil out. I think I'm going to start using the blow dryer. You guys tell me if any of you guys have used the blow dryer trick. I've never really used it. I don't really know how long to hold the blow dryer on to straighten out one of these joints. I've only used the hot water, and that one's kind of a little outdated, I think. I think I need to start doing the blow dryer one, but not really too sure on how long to use it for, so maybe you guys can help me out a little bit. But definitely disappointing. Some more joints out of the package. Don't know how I get the luck of the draw with every single figure. I mean, getting bent. But anyways, very cool costume. Got a cool blue with the yellow pinstripe. Got some brown on his boots. The straps look really cool. Very cool. Nice little bit of tread around the boot. They really didn't detail the whole bottom of the boot, but looks nice around the edges. He's got a holster for his pistol. And he's got his pretty nice belt. It's got like all the ammo packs, a little Deadpool symbol there, X-Men logo there. It is removable, yeah. Right here on the side of this ammo pouch, you just lift up and there's a little tab under there that'll like come off. It's very cool. Both of his swords, the sheaths are actually removable, so you can just take them off completely, which is cool. And of course, they are removable, which is kind of a necessity. You know, you kind of overlook these things and take them for granted, but you know, it's really good that they made those removable, because they could have just been lazy and not done that. Just had them molded in there. So very cool. Comes with two swords, the pistol and his rifle. So decent amount of weapons. Not too bad. Articulation, he has a ball jointed head, ball jointed shoulder with the swivel at the upper bicep, as well as that extra kind of joint that allows his shoulder to move back and forth. He's got double jointed elbows and a swivel and a back and forward pivot in the wrist. He has a pretty nice up and down torso joint, which really the rubber belt and stuff doesn't really get in the way too much. Still allows a free amount of movement with that, which is nice. And of course it swivels in the waist. Ball jointed hips, double jointed knees, and ball jointed feet. And of course you get pegs on the bottom of the feet. So just a really solid figure all around. I know some people have complained a little bit about it. One thing I didn't notice, but this is actually removable. That's kind of cool. If you're doing customs or something, you can have an extra pouch. It's really easy to just slide on and off. Or if you just don't like that on Deadpool, you can take it off. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, you know, a lot of people, I think overall, the overall impression of this figure is everybody seems to like it, but there have been a handful of people that just haven't really showed that much enthusiasm for it. Me personally, I like the Deadpool. You know, I'll buy a new Deadpool or whatever, but you know, seeing as how the old Series 6 or whatever is so expensive, you know, the fact that we got a new one's pretty cool, and it's a pretty decent design and everything. Sculpt's pretty good, and of course this variant one's, it's always nice to have a new costume, so it's pretty cool. But let's move on to Warpath. A very cool figure. Of course, in this one he's got his red mask. If it'll focus there, he's got his eyes are actually white. You see his skin tone just looks really, really cool. Like it's kind of like got freckles all over it and its hair and stuff. Just got a really nice skin tone on this figure. Very cool. His belt is actually separate, which for some reason I thought the non-variant, it was actually molded to it, or at least glued to it, but I could be wrong. But this one seems to be looser and can be moved around and stuff. He's got these really cool knives. I really like these knives. It's got the handle that goes around, really nice, cool blade with the black line going through it. It's very sick looking knives there, and they both kind of fit in from different directions, and they look really good on his back. I'm not going to take them off, but because they got them rubber banded in his hand very nicely. One issue about these new figures is it's kind of disappointing, is the hands don't really seem to be molded for the weapons. They're just kind of, you know, a standard size hand, and then they made the weapons, so they really don't fit that well. So I'm just kind of keeping the rubber bands on them like they came in the package, so they fit really nicely. They look really good, so that's why I'm keeping those on there like that. But you know, sculpting on this guy's great. Looks awesome. Like the straps on the boots and everything. Just really nice paint job. Really cool sculpting. Articulation on him. He has a ball jointed head, ball jointed shoulder, swivel at the upper bicep, a single jointed elbow, a swivel in the forearm there. And yeah, his hands are all just a single sculpt. Up and down torso joint, and I know I've heard a lot of people complain about, you know, they don't really continue. It looks nice if it's down there. It's got the nice muscle definition, but then you kind of tilt them back and it's just unsculpted. So that's a little bit of a letdown. Kind of makes that joint a little bit useless, but I mean, whatever. It's not that bad. Of course, he swivels in the waist. Got a ball jointed hip, double jointed knees, and back and forward pivot in the foot, as well as side to side pivot and toe joints. So, you know, a lot of articulation, a lot of great detail, really cool weapons, paint definition, everything. So overall, this is just pretty solid figures, great figures. You know, we haven't had Marvel Legends for a while, so the fact that we even got new ones, period, is cool. But it seemed like they put, you know, a decent amount of work into them. They're in no means perfect, and you know, whatever, they are what they are. So I definitely think these are awesome. So that was the Warpath and Deadpool variant. Thanks for checking them out.